Hey guys, we will now go through how a remote relay, or a receiver as we know it, works. Let's get into it. We will be using a remote relay or receiver in the event that we cannot run a cable from the triggering device all the way to the receiving or pulsing device. You would then use a remote to trigger your remote relay device to strike your lock or to trigger your motor to open. In our first example, we will be using our remote relay to switch a DC device. In our second example, we will be using our remote relay to switch a AC device. Let's go through our connections. On our remote relay, we have a 12 volt power supply incoming. On our 12 volt LED, we have the positive directly into positive permanent. We have a negative bridging wire that goes into common input. And we have a normally open wire, negative output to the 12 volt light. Let's go through our example. First, we will go through how to program a remote onto our remote relay. When you purchase your remote relay or receiver, you will find that there is 3 jumpers already attached to the receiver. Leave these on and power your receiver on to clear the receiver in case there is remotes that's been tested that's left on the receiver. Once you have a solid tone, remove power and remove these jumpers. So while holding your red button, you will just bridge the P 2 pins. Remote has been programmed. In this instance, we want the light to stay on when we press the remote, and we want the light to turn off when we press the remote again. So we'll be using the latch function to use one of your jumpers you took off earlier and put it onto the L pins. On our wiring side, as we stated earlier, we've got power incoming. We've got positive to your LED, which is permanent to positive. We have a negative bridging wire to common, which is your input. And we have an output, normally open negative wire to our LED. When we press our remote, the light latches on. When we press our remote again, the light latches off. Our remote relay is being powered by 12 volt DC. Our lock is being powered by AC, where we have neutral going directly to the lock, and we have live going into our common input and from the output to the other pole of our sisal lock. Let's go through our example. The receiver's pulse is 1 second by default. If you want to make it longer, you must use the delay function on the receiver. In our example, we only need a 1 second pulse to strike our sisal lock. I have programmed a remote on the red button. Single second pulse. That was how a remote relay, commonly known as a receiver, works.